Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now.
We are the first family of fireworks, and we were honored with that title in 1979 when we won the first competition of fireworks in Monte Carlo, Monaco. We are on our 6th generation and proud of it. My nephew, Phil Grucci, his daughter just performed her first fireworks show in Taiwan this past New Year's Eve. So that's starting our 6th generation of Grucci. A lot of people look at a family business and they think, oh boy, I wish I was in family business, it's easy. Well, it's not easy. It is not easy at all. I mean, you've got to put your time in, you do multiple jobs, you work all hours of the day and night because there's no such thing as going home at 5 o'clock, at least not in our business anyway. This is kind of strange coming from a firework person. I was always very frightened of fireworks. I didn't like the noise from a little girl, and I always used to kind of hide behind my mom. And I actually started to get involved when my mother and father wanted to go on a vacation. And I told my mom, I said, okay, you and Dad go on a vacation. I'll stay in the office, I'll answer the phones, and I'll do the typing and so on and so forth. And from that point on, I just never left.
We did the Lake Placid Olympics. We did fireworks every night. We did a number of Salt Lake City. We were in Beijing. We were in Athens. So we've had a share of notable programs. The granddaddy of them all, of course, the 1986 Statue of Liberty Centennial. It was the largest budgeted firework program in the history of fireworks, and we produced it. We had, at that time, which was unheard of, 11 firing locations. It was a necklace right around Manhattan, of course, including the Statue of Liberty. So it was a scale of fireworks that the world had never seen before. We turned the city on its ears, and they loved it.
My family came through Ellis Island and ended up in Elmont, Long Island, and in, I guess, the late 1800s, Elmont, Long Island was as rural as you could possibly get. It was more bucolic than it was anything else. And as that area started to develop, as the city grew and spread out, we moved further east until we ultimately got out to Suffolk County, East Patchogue, Bellport, Brookhaven area, which is where we're currently located. Every program that we've done, we've always put 110% in it. There were times when the contract would have called for us to be able to say, okay, listen, the challenges on this event is so great, we can't go forward with it. But we didn't exercise those clauses in the contract. We kept moving forward, and we kept doing what we had to do, and ultimately getting the program in the air, and getting it in the air second to none in the country. And that kind of reputation built upon itself, so that we found ourselves being in competition with ourselves. Our next program had to be better than our last major program. When casinos needed to have a memorable opening, there was only one company that they turned to. When a national event such as an inauguration or a Centennial celebration or a corporate launching of a product only had one opportunity to get it right, we were the company that they turned to. And every challenge that was thrown in our direction, we were able to overcome and become better and better. And as a result of that, our company has excelled in the world of pyrotechnics as the company to turn to for fireworks. It's very difficult to compete against yourself, and it's difficult because the program that you've just performed, you've performed to the very best of your ability. So at that point, you know, you're at the top of your game. We're doing research and development continuously, again, to outpace the last program that we've done. So we find ourselves in that virtual mouse wheel that keeps going round and round in a circle, where just when you think you get to the top, you're at the bottom again. With the advent of electronics, it took the industry from literally the Stone Age into the 21st century. We're now in a position where we can actually put fireworks in the sky to paint the picture. It gives you much more tighter control over the launching of the fireworks so that you can place them in the skies at more precise timing in the music, so that the actual beats of music are much tighter with the fireworks. But the volume of fireworks that you can fire now from the various locations enables us to do the types of programs that we've done for the Palm Island, where we had literally thousands and thousands and thousands of fireworks going off from building tops. What the future holds for the Grucci family is hopefully more of an opportunity to bridge that gap between the rich and the poor and the young and the old. Because when everyone comes to see a fireworks show, there's no barriers, there's no impediments. You get the same level of enjoyment as the very wealthy to the very hardest working person in the audience.